Good evening. That's still a bit glowy. That's better. Whew. I was just going to say morning. I don't mean morning. Evening. I'm just getting me, trying to get organised. Put those on there. Oh wow, lots of people joining us. That's brilliant. I'm a little bit worried. I hope I don't disappoint you now. I'll soon know if the numbers go down when I've told you. I'm going to tell you right at the end. I'm not. I'm joking. Oh, something missing. Oh. Get them cleaned a little bit. I just had a little message come up on there. Oh, and I didn't put my phone on silent. Never mind. It'll be fine. Good evening. Right, so lots of people saying hello. So hello to everyone and thank you for joining me. Tonight is about showing you things and giving you some inspiration and some ideas. I spent half an hour up here when I got home from, I was just going to say when I got home from work, but I didn't work today. And I did something and I was so excited and I was like, oh, I haven't done that yet. So I can't wait to show you that. Brilliant. Wow. Okay. Well, without further ado, I better spin this camera around. Right. Okay. So the exciting news is for all of you that have been waiting that maybe missed out when these were launched, and to all of those that are new to the group, who definitely wouldn't have seen them, I don't think. These are back in stock. The circle medley and the square medley. And it doesn't matter how many times I get them out to play with them. Each time I can create something new. I apologise if some of you have seen what I'm going to show you, but you definitely won't have seen what I'm going to show you afterwards. So bear with me. So with these, shall I spin it round? Let me spin it round because I feel that'll be better. Okay. So this is what we're looking at. Now, to accompany those, we do have the sentiments. They're back in stock already and they're already on the website. But all of these have been loaded to the website. They're ready to order. And Paul said they'll ship from Friday. It might be tomorrow, but he's put on there shipping from Friday because it depends what time the delivery comes in. I know that they're coming tomorrow. So just to, what's the word I'm looking for? Just to be safe, he said, but I mean, it could go in tomorrow and they could get delivered at 10 o'clock and they'll go straight out and you'll know because you'll get notifications. So I have got a little basket here. Let's start off with, oh, there's the sentiments. That looks better. And whilst we're going through, if anybody has any questions, oh, did I just see someone was watching from Tunisia? Oh, Deborah, I'm jealous. Oh, hope you're having a fabulous time. Yeah, if anybody's got any questions, there's me sis. I'm going to tell you all now. I was on the phone to my sister before I went live, and I was on the phone till about 2 minutes to 7. I had to race up the stairs. She's probably chuckling now. There we go. So Paul's popped a link on to the comments, so it will take you easily through to the website where they're available. And I'm just going to show you some samples and then some different bits. So, I mean, this is a new one. You won't have seen this one. Well, you might have seen it in this page. This was a workshop one. So, using, I don't know if I can pick it out with my nails. This die cuts into the card if you use it on its own. So just having that in the middle of the card, I think it gives excellent decoration. And then also when we go inside, even going off the edges of the card, I just think that that looks really fabulous. So that's like a little pop-up design. And I think it really shows the dies off brilliantly. And they really, really will work with anything in your stash. A lady asked today, I saw this, Lynn, and do you know what? She won't be disappointed because it's all in the pipeline. All in the pipeline. That's all I can, well, I say all I can say. I can say a few things, right? So, I can tell you we have got 2 more word sets on the way and another one in, we're just working on another set as well. So that's 3 more sets, because the idea is that we will have a whole system of different words. Maybe it's going to have you, your, do you know what I mean? We're trying to build it up so that you can write anything without going into too much detail, of course, but there'll be some lovely Christmas ones. And so if you're on the lookout for that perfect size sentiment, Christmas, they're coming soon. Bear with us. They're on their way-ish. Right, so that was that one. I forgot where I was now. So at the minute, I'm just using this one die and repeating it. Here's another one we did in workshops. I love the way that you can see through the card as well. Anniversary, got it covered, Yvonne. Yep, that's definitely on the next set that comes out. I mean, I could give... No, Hazel, don't. And there's another one with that one. Anybody would think that I only use that one die, wouldn't they? It's just the way I'm getting them out of the box. Let's have a look at some circle ones. This one I did this one on a live, actually. I remember, and I matte and laid it up in black because it really popped it out. So that's one with the circles. Love this one. This makes me really, really happy because I did a live on this a couple of weeks ago, and I'm going to bring the card in so that you can see. And I was getting myself angry because this wasn't lining up because I'd done something wrong, but it's fine and it's mended and it's beautiful. But look at this. This is exactly the same card, but I went through the back as well. And I just think that that looks incredible, and it is spot on. So I'm going to hold this up. That is spot on all the way through. And then got a bit to write on there, so it's all hidden, but it's just, just beautiful. Love that. So whilst we're talking through, if any of you think of a word or a sentiment that you definitely want and can't find anywhere, and you want them me to include them in my sets, pop it in the comments, because now is the time. That's all I can say. Now's a good time to pop it in the comments because we're making another set. So if it fits in, we can add it in. Don't forget that all of my alphabet stamps coordinate with the circles and the squares. So this one says be kind, and we've got Julie's fabulous sunflower in there. I love the little bee as well, and I love that you can cut it out. It's gorgeous. That's another nice one. And then being able to join this one. Now, a few of you, I have noticed a few messages where people have said, well, I can't do it. I'm going to give some top tips on this later on how to line it up. So that's that one. And then maybe you just want to cut an aperture through and keep it simple. Maybe you want to do an aperture but cut frame. Because you're getting all of those dies, it enables you to do something different every time you come to play with it. You can also emboss into the cardstock. Where's that one? Look at this. So this isn't cut. That's just embossed through, and I've just literally rubbed an ink pad over. I think that's fabulous for a mail card. Then maybe you just want to keep it crisp and clean. I think that is cool. From our home to yours this Christmas time. Now, Donna, I have done that on my stamp sets. Hi, Nikki. I know that they're not available anymore, but the Christmas set is already done. So we'd have to look at that for next year. But great idea. Maybe adding different panels down your cards. Just using one of the dies cutting into. It gives me kind of domino vibes, this one. And you absolutely could cut this down because there's enough room to chop that and make that an 8 dotted domino piece if you wanted. Baby boy girl, congratulations. Congratulations is definitely on the cards. What size are the square cards? Okay, so these are just 15 centimetres square. These ones, these are an A6 card blank, so it's 10.5 by 14.5 or 15. They're all different sizes, and the reason why we've got all different size samples is because the dies will work with any size card, depending on the size die that you choose, but whether you're doing them on the diamond shape, whether you are doing a portion of it, they're going to work. And with your construction cards as well, they're absolutely going to work. This one, just embossed. This one and this one, these are stenciled because when the dies came, I can't even find the bits now. Here we go. This is just Mylar or stencil film you can use. Cut all of the dies as they are. Obviously take out this one and this one. And then you've got a stencil, so you can stencil your design so it can all kind of match through. So that's those. What else have we got? Now, you all know that I love construction. Get creative with your folding. Do gatefold cards. Now, this is a cool idea. This one is embossed. This one is die cut. And if you stick them together, you get that lovely kind of pillow effect in there, and that looks really, really good as well. That's another way of using them. I'm just making a big pile up there. Of course, you can make frames. You can just cut toppers. You can cut a frame like that. You can do it with, ooh, just dropped the bit that I wanted. This will be brilliant for scrapbookers as well on your big 12 by 12 pages with your photos in. All of the circles and squares that pop out, these are sized perfectly to work with the alphabets. So they're the right size. So keep one of those in your pot, and then you can just pop that in your stamping platform. Line up your alphabets and pop your discs in, and it just saves you so much time. Love this. Just keep moving that die around. We've got some bigger ones. This is what happens. This is a 7-inch square card. Well, it's 18 centimetres square. But look how it's perfectly lined up, and I've gone all the way through. I just think it's magic. Maybe you just want to do a panel down the side and then emboss into the inside. What else have we got? A different shape card. This one's more like your 5x7. I'm sorry these ones aren't demonstrated, but decorated. I just wanted to show you all the different things that you can do with it. And just like re-jog, for those of you that have already bought them, you might have not seen one of these designs and thought, oh, I haven't tried that yet. I want to get my dies out and get creating a little DL card. Maybe you just want little ones. Look at that. How cool would that be on a nice mixed media project as well? More ones with embossing, more panels. Love this one on, this one is, what's that one say? Have these dies, but haven't used them yet. Looking forward to getting your mojo back. I like that. Probably, oh, that is brilliant. So look, this one is on an A5, and I've made frames and laid it up. I think it's very easy to make a masculine card with these, as much as it would be a female. Adding a bit of ink, cutting the apertures through. I think it's just going to make your cards quite interesting. So many different designs. Maybe you want to do pop. I don't know why I made that noise. Pop outs. What other ones have I got? This one's cute. It's like a little easel. Love some of the Jan. You won't be disappointed with them. And if you do like the look of them, if you head on over to our website, we've got them on there. It's Dragons Papercraft, and Paul has put a link in the comments on here. There we go. There's Catherine. I wonder, are you home from your walk, Catherine? You've done amazing. I couldn't do that. Right, I'm going to put all of these back into my basket, and then I'm going to show you what I've created. I love this one too. Gorgeous. Right, put all of my little ideas into my idea basket. And then, do you know what? If I need a card in a hurry, I can go into my basket, get a card blank out, and decorate away. Right. Now, I am going to be cutting these on my Pro Cut. There's no need for it to be in shot, but you're just going to see my my plates. Okay, and I'm going to do it like that. So first up, I'm so excited to show you this. Okay. I'm going to take a piece of A4 card. 182 miles, Catherine. That is absolutely outstanding. 182 miles Catherine walked in 11 days. Oh, that just makes me feel tired thinking about it. But well done you. That's amazing. Okay, so I'm going to cut this down. Now, whenever I'm going to make a foldy card, I think about the sizes. I want it to be simple. I need it to easily divide. And if I wanted to divide this into 4, I know it's not going to happen because it's 200. I was going to say 20, but it's 297 millimeters, which is 29 centimeters, 0.7 mils. So I'm going to put it in here, and I'm going to cut it off at 28 centimeters. And I'm going to go the other way, and I'm going to go 14 centimeters. And you want to get it as precise as you can. And then I'm just going to whiz this down. We're going to score it at 7 and 14 and 7 from the other end. That now gives us 4 equal panels of 7. So I'm just going to fold those. I like to fold them to make sure it's all equal, which it is. It's perfect. Okay. So we are going to be making a pop-out card. And the one that I played with, I used the circle. And I'm using this, and I'm pondering. I am pondering with this, but I thought, you know what, I'll stop and I'll wait and I'll show you where we're at, and we can always experiment on one of them. So first of all, I want to lay this on here. I did circles, so I'll do squares, and then we can see one of each. Now at this point, I'm going to drop you down a bit lower, and I'm going to sit down, so I might not see the comments from this point, but I'm going to show you exactly how to create. And this one, when it's done, it screams kind of, it gives me flag vibes and definitely male vibes, and I think you could have a lot of fun with different colour card. So in order for me to get this right, I want it, let's get that out of the way, don't need that anymore. I'm going to use the score line to line up the point, top and bottom, and I'm just going to, by eye, I'm looking through the little hole here and here to make sure that I can see the fold. And that is my first cut. So I've stuck that down. And if you want to have a go at this at home and you are using your Pro Cut, the reason I've stuck it down is because I want it to be somewhere precise. And when I've stuck it, I turn it over so that my die is against the magnetic, but the cutting edge is up. And that then goes onto my cutting plate. I'm just going to pull that. I still haven't got myself a lazy Susan. I will. I'll see if I can get something in the shop. Now, as we go along, I'm going to use this because that just takes all the bits off. So each time I cut, I take off the tape because then the squares will pop out. Is that in a good position? There you go. So then I'm going to make sure that all of these bits are out and away from the card and away from here, because you don't want them imprinting onto the card in any way. Okay, so this is where I started and I thought, oh, that looks brilliant, but I want more. So from there, I got my die again and I thought, oh, okay, well, how am I going to do it? Because this is only half of one. Same way, I'm going to use these points onto the end of there. Now, I can see through there and I can see that that's dead on halfway, because I can see that. That's dead on halfway. I've got a, okay. Just got it. This is the bit that is by eye, the space from the top and the bottom. When you're happy, stick that on. And again, we're going to flip that over. Now this one doesn't really need to go all the way through, so I'm going to reverse it. And the reason I'm going to do that is so that the back end of the card doesn't get dented when it goes through, because it's hanging out the bottom. So I'm just going to do that. They enhance whatever you already have in the stash. They oh, stop. Why? Thank you. That confused me. Ah, this is good. Look, and I've absolutely got dead on half of the square. That's cool. So if you can imagine me at this point, I'm thinking, oh, look, I like it. I'm going to do that on the other side. Get rid of my squares. So again, in the same way, point, point, point. Now, this is the part where it really, really does pay off by taking your time. Check it twice, cut it once. Stick that one in place. And we'll do the same. You see, in my brain, when I was doing this, I thought, well, that's perfect. That's what I need. But then I wanted more. And I thought, oh, I've got to keep going. So I'll only do one cut of the next one, and then I'll bring the other one in to show you. But I thought it was important that you went through what I went through, and as I was creating and getting excited. Okay, so then I'm thinking, oh, I really like that. And what I need is a card blank, the exact same size, 14 by 28. But this time I'm just scoring it at 14 because this is going to sit in here. And I'm like, wow, I love it already. I absolutely love it. There's Adam. Hi, Adam. Is this what we have tomorrow? No, Adam, these are my design dies that I do with Julie. We've got some autumn stuff tomorrow. I might even give you all a sneaky peek at the end if you'd like. Give you an idea. I'm on at 1 and 5, and I know I've got Adam for 1 hour, and I think I've got Janice for the other one. So from here then, I thought, right, I need more. So I thought, okay, so how can I get this precise and line it up? So I've gone to my fold line, I've looked at that, but then I've used the bottom of the card to get that one and that. You know, well, you've got to know by now that I love symmetry. It's hard for me to do things on the wonk. Sometimes I do. Feels a bit strange, but I do. But this, once I'd cut this one, I was like, oh no, I've got to do that on all of them now. Definitely. And then where can I go with it? And that's when I stopped, because I wanted to go through that part with you. So, I'm going to bring this in. How fabulous is that? This gives me flag vibes, it really does. So if I put that one there, and I know we've only cut one of these and we've got 1, 2, 3 more to cut, but we're going to get the gisty. I'm going to go downstairs after this with bits of squares and all sorts stuck on the bottom of my feet. I don't think I took the squares out of there. Okay, so, I mean, you can see where it's going. It's, oh, even just doing a cross on there. Maybe you've got to do maybe you've got to do some X Factor cards. That would be perfect. But look, so if I repeated that and did the same here, the same here, and the same here, that looks amazing. I love it. But then I thought, okay, let's have a look. I cut some 1 centimetre strips. And I thought, well, what would it look like if I stripped this out? And I was just messing at this stage because I hadn't committed to anything. But I definitely thought this is like screaming to be a mail card. Obviously, this would be cut. And the easiest way to do that would be to fold it over, chop up and across, and then make sure that you've got your fold lines in the right position. So that's one idea that I was going with it. But then I went into my set and I thought, well, I've got this die and I've got this die. So maybe I could cut an aperture through here. So again, get my point to point on that fold. Now, once I cut this, right, okay. Now we'll do 1 on 1 and 1 on the other. Because it's all about giving you ideas and inspiration. I'm definitely not going to sit here and say, well, I'm going to decorate this from start to finish, because I'd rather give you ideas. If something that I do tonight sparks your imagination and makes you want to go and pull your dies out if you've already got them, and if you haven't got them, makes you go onto the website and buy them, and then that makes me happy. I hope I put that in the right way now, because I was talking. If I cut my mat, I'll be angry with myself. I think I'll be fine. Now. Yes. So now we've got this nice little peepee hole. It could be, I just love the symmetry. There we go. So there's one idea. Could I take it a step further? Could I mimic that? Well, you know I'm going to. Okay, let's have a look at this one. What are we? Circles. Okay, right. So I'm going to put point to point on there. Get that smack in the right place. These absolutely, I want to see your designs. I want to see what you've created, what you've come up with. Have you come up with a different design that myself and the design team haven't come up with? I'd love to see. That square one. I've run that all the way through and I should have reversed it, never mind. Got an imprint. Oh, look. Okay, so each time I'm completely changing the look of this card. This screams teenager to me now. It could be, oh, I could continue. I could do that on all four sides. There's so many ideas. Maybe I want to get this. This is the square that come out of the middle. So we've got this, that fold line. If I cut that, I could have like a mat and layer and I could raise that on there maybe. Maybe I want to cut a bigger square and put a colour in there because I've got room. There was something else that I thought about while I was downstairs. The circles, I've got a frog in there. The circles that come out of the frame, is there anything stopping me? Maybe these are all stamped up with my alphabets and I want to put a word on there. Is there anything stopping me from laying these down? I mean, I'd have to get them dead on centre. But I could absolutely do that. If I wanted that to, let's take that out of the equation. Let me just bring this one in. I couldn't, because at first I thought, oh, I'm going to die cut that one in the middle. It won't work off of there because if my card was bigger and I'd given myself a bigger, I'd have to work out the sizes, then that would, and there will 100% be a way to do it. So what I need to do is measure the span of that. See, my brain's gone into overdrive now. That is 19. Right. I think a 20 by 20 card, it would work. But we'd have to be careful. If we had a 20 by 40 card blank, we wouldn't be able to do these cuts here because this would hang off the edge and we've only got so much width. Do you see what I'm saying? It would be a little bit hard. But definitely, I think it's cute for this size. So let's put the other one of those in. And then pop that in. So point to point. Now, since I've sat down, I haven't been keeping an eye out for questions. Love you. Oh, thank you. Yeah. We're in that week where
I found this on the web.
I didn't ask you to. They need doing soon. Threading, yes, it would, Pam, definitely. Brilliant. No, that's cool. I don't think I've missed any. I think Paul would have answered questions if we had some. Okay. I'll die cut that one. And so what I'm going to do is, like, after I've done this, I thought I'd grab a piece of card and make the simplest, clean and simple card ever. Because it just shows how you can go from very elaborate but also clean and simple. I'm just loving this. This is looking fabulous. I think this would look gorgeous with them strips on it. I might have to commit to those. Look at that. I love it. It's so easy to line up. Now there's one. What tape do you use to keep the dies still? Okay. On the website, we have this tape. It's brilliant. You've got it in yellow, pink and green. I think the pink doesn't come with a dispenser. And looking at that, they're $7.99. Look, Paul will know I stole that from the shop. I have Scotch tape as well, but like it's really hard to get hold of Scotch tape. This is just from my stash that I have here. But that's why I bought this one home in case I couldn't find this, but I did manage to. So any low, I'm not going to say any low tack. I'd say if you've got this one, you've got to trial and test it. Depends what machine you're using. I've got the Kit and Caboodle, the Pro Cut, and so it's quite a pressurised machine, and I know that it doesn't rip the card. If you've got, like, sometimes back in the day there used to be a purple low tack tape, and you'd put it on your card and you'd put it through, and then you're trying to take it off and it rips it all, and it's so disappointing when that happens, because yeah, it wrecks all of your work. And I'd like to say we've done all of this measuring, but we literally haven't. We've gone by eye to create all of those cuts. So how can we make that more magnificent? Part of me would love to mimic that design into the black so that you could kind of see through, but you would be sat there for hours watching me. Not hours, it wouldn't take hours. But I think what I would do is do a design on the front and just a portion of the design. But I definitely want to stick these strips on because I just think that is going to look amazing. So I'm going to show you how I would do that. If I can find my glue. It's hiding. Because I have got a fold line there. So the best thing to do don't do it on your mat. And I left my glass mat off because I thought, oh, you don't want to see that underneath. So just get it in position. Again, just by eye. Get that where we want it. Okay. Fold that up. Oh, I forgot to show you that bit. Look at that. Look how perfectly lined up that is. Now, I'm just going to say that is purely because we were using the edge of the card and I made sure. Could you line up the large circle hole with the top centre mark? Would it work to like an upside down V? Would it work to like an... Right, hang on a minute. Let me read that again. Could you line up the large circle hole with the top centre mark? Are you thinking like this to fold up? Oh, I see. You mean like that to there? Oh, I don't know. I'm just guessing now, aren't I? Sorry. Vanessa, help. Am I in the right? Am I... Like so. And then do the same on this one. This would look brilliant. Stamped in black and white. Just stamped in black. Stamp designs as well. That would look amazing. Okay, so there's one. Just a V? Is that what she means, a V? I don't know. I'm just going to put a bit of glue on there because there wasn't any. Just got to make sure that you've got enough room to fold that when you've stuck it on. So my second strip. I'm going to do the V first just in case, because I ain't got a clue. Oh, she's going to be laughing at me. I bet you all know what she's talking about. It's just me. just making sure I've got that on. So I'm going to chop that bit off. I shut my blinds. I might open them again in a minute. I only shut them because I didn't want it was reflecting back when it was pointing at me. Right. To see how we come back together. Let's put this in just so that you can see. Because it's just to give you what... Oh, I do. I really like it. What you have done with the black, replace with the outer large circle die. Right, so I know what you're saying. Now, I'm just wondering if... Oh, that's just not giving me enough. Let me just fold that in. Yeah. I did say about this earlier, if we're on the same thing. Because of the size of my card, it fits on one side, but it's not here. Or was you thinking more? Is that right, Vanessa? Please tell me if that's right. I'd need a bigger card. I would need the 20 by 20 to do it, to be able to get it inside, if that helps. But yeah, that would look amazing. That's originally what I saw when I... But yeah, I would then just mimic that and do it again. I could also, you know, the little... This piece... If I cut these squares out in black, I could chop those and layer those. I'd do them in little triangles. Yes, you've explained it. Thank you. That's perfect, Vanessa. We're on the same wavelength then. But yeah, I really love that. I hope I've inspired you to have a go at creating and joining them. It would look cool with that as well. I mean... The other one that I wanted to do was pop the square inside there to give more, like another lacy. I'll cut this so that you can see this way as well. And then we'll move on and make a super simple card. And I'll show you, I might be able to show you a few samples that I'm on with tomorrow. Okay. That one. Well, there's one thing for sure. I've got lots of circles and squares on my desk ready to go in my pot. The great thing about this is, if you have both sets, you can multi-cut all of these little layers and make different frames as well. Because look, so I've got a plain frame, but then I cut it exactly the same and put my circles in so that that can layer up. The world is your oyster. That's a really good way of putting it, Catherine. These could then get raised up on pads. The centre can drop down. It could be a photograph. It can now be a shaker frame. There's so many different ideas. You know, like the fancy wall art with different pictures. You can be doing anything with these. Literally anything in your craft stash at home, you can pick it out, whether it's a stamp, a die, whatever it may be, it will go with these dies. So this one, and that is the other way. So whether you have an open hole or beak, whack, whack. Then I thought, oh, look, we'll stick that together. This could be, right, you could actually pop that in there like that. And then you could slide a gift card in there. There's lots of options. I just got really excited when I was cutting that and I wanted to share it with you. And obviously along with the good news that they're back in stock. I don't know how long they'll be back in stock for, but we've got them at this moment in time. And I did tell you that we've got some fabulous Christmas words coming that's going to match. Now, what I will tell you is, if you've bought into this set, there'll be words in here that are going to work with the Christmas set. And it was pointless to repeat the same word. So it's kind of a system that's all going to work together at the end. So in this set, you've got you, but in the next set, you might need a you. You'll get it from this set. And there might be an a or a your. And that's the whole thinking behind it. Gift card holder is a great idea. Yeah, it is. And it's that time of year coming up as well. So, right, I'm going to take a sheet of, one sheet, how are we doing on time? Oh, gosh, that took longer than I thought it was going to. I obviously talk too much. A5 bit of card, score it at 10.5. This is a card in a hurry that looks like you put a little bit of effort in. I mean, I don't even need to cut one of these. I've probably got one in my basket. Got one in my basket. I'm cutting this one because I can't find it. Position. And then I'm also I've got a big card there. I'm going to make this into a square, and I believe I did it at 14.5, so I'm just going to guess. That's a square. Just want to make, with the other one, I'm going to run that through and just show you it can be anywhere, any angle, anything. So this one is going through. Like so. And if you are one of those that bought these when they launched, thank you very much for buying them. But maybe you've got a crafty friend who missed out and they're not watching the live. Just let them know that they're back in stock for me. That would be wonderful. I'm definitely going to have lots of squares everywhere. So I've got that. I want a little square, so I'm going to cut that. A square is a mat and layer, like so. And I know I'm cutting it from another one, but I'm just saving card. My super simple card shape. Then I'm going to take my circle. And for this one, I'm going to do something that I never do. You're all probably going to laugh, but I'm going on the wonk. Purposefully, because we can. Because there are no rules. So I need that. And I think this will look quite cool on the wonk. Sometimes on the wonk is okay for my brain. Just clear some room. Okay, I'm going to ask for a vote now. You need to put in the comments square or circle. So, shall I decorate the square on the wonk or the circle? Which one shall I decorate? And I'm going to go off the first 5 comments. That's if 5 of you want to comment. I knew you'd all want me to do the one on the wonk. Oh no, hang on. What have we got? On the wonk. Circle, circle, square, square, circle. Circle's leading. Square, neck and neck. Square. Circle. Oh my goodness. It's still neck and neck, circle. That's another one for circle. Circle's in the lead. Right, it's circle. The one that's on the wonk. Okay. Now, for all of you that have joined me tonight, I do want to say a massive thank you. And I will, when the live is finished, I will do a random scroll and stop my finger, and somebody will win a die. I can't show it yet because I left it at work. But it's a die set and it's worth about £20. So it's, yeah, it's a good price, and it will, I'm just having a look at a few things because I said I was going to keep it simple, and I'm going to use something autumnal. I'm going to have, am I having them or am I having a little die? Yes, I'm going to do the dies. I'm going to have some little pumpkins and maybe a bit of leaf, because I wouldn't want to leaf it out. On the one looks as though it's tipsy, which is great. Yeah, that was me last night. I went over the halfway mark on the wine bottle. It wasn't good. Okay, so these two pumpkins I'm going to cut. I'm not going to be able to get that one down. Pop those in there. In fact, I'm going to do 3 and the leaf. Sorry if that made a bit much of a noise. Have that there, that there. I'm going to... There we go. Right. And what have I got? Hope you feel better when the colours of autumn make my heart sing. So grateful. That sounded like it had been going through there forever. Just missed the end of that off. That'll be fine. So I'm going to take my leaves. Just grab all of them little bits out, and I'm just going to pop a little bit of ink onto them, and the same for these. Now I want to keep these in. Oh, I've just ripped that one. Oh, don't tell anyone. I've just ripped its art off. Shh, don't tell anyone. Okay. Now I'm going to come across, because my glass mat has got loads of stuff on, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get it in here. So I'm going to use a bit of card. This is my thingy-majig. Right. I'm just going to use a bit of autumn colours. Bit of variation there. I love when you ink over them because you can see all of the little veins on there. Over halfway, it's easily done. I got both the dies, but I've yet to use them in their full use. They are amazing, and the word dies go so well with them. Thank you. They do. Do you know what? Once you get them out, once you think, right, this is it, today's the day, I'm going to get them out and I'm going to have a play. Honestly, you're going to have so much fun. You get lost. Well, you've seen it's took me 45 minutes to show you that. Well, I wanted you to take you through my emotions, and how I got to what I got to. I'm just going to put a little bit of ink on here. This is kind of just I can't believe I'm crafting like this. It's all because my glass mat is underneath a pile of stuff. So I just want to put a little bit of ink in on this little square, because we said it was going to be a simple card, clean and crisp. Bit tissue. Do you know what's really funny? After I come off of here, I've got to then pack all my stuff up ready for tomorrow, because I've got to leave at 10. I'm on 1 and 5, and it's kind of an autumn theme. Well, I don't know why I'm saying kind of. It is autumnal. I know we've had an autumn collection, but this next lot of stuff is going to work alongside that fabulously. So I'm just giving that a little bit of ink around. So look, when that's going to go in there, like so. And we've got a little bit of a leaf. Now we need some pumpkins. So, first of all, leaning. Probably going to do a little bit of contaminating here, but it's fine. I want to put a little bit of colour on them first. Like so. Then, orange. Where is my orange? It's hiding. It's the last one that I picked up. Then I'm going to pop this back in its little die. Give that a nice little blend from there. And then, I know I'm cross-contaminating my brush, but it's fine. Look at that. Isn't that cute? A little pumpkin on there. Now, this next one, I'm going to do green, because I feel like I need a bit of a contrast. So I'm going to get a green brush. It's such a long reach over there. This one. And well, a bit more limey, actually. I do love a green pumpkin. Okay, so then am I actually in view? Probably not. There we go. Now pop that one on there. And any of this ink will just wipe off the dyes. So we've got a little green one. And then we've got one that I ripped, which is fine. This one's going to be more red with a bit of, I really am contaminating them today, you know. Okay, let's pop that dye back on. Do you know what I told myself before I did the live? Be tidy. Have I been tidy? No. Okay. That one on there. And then I'm going to stamp a little bit of a mushroom. I can't believe I've been so messy. I mean, there's some gorgeous mushroom dyes there. I didn't get the little stamps out. Sorry for being not organised. These are gorgeous. There's some little mushrooms. That will never happen. Thanks, Paul. We've got some, that one. I'm going to use some of that one. These are all on the website. They're like $4.99 each. Look at the little animals. Might need to use one of those. Thistle, not thistle. Right, I think I'm just going to go with that. I said this was going to be a really quick card, didn't I? Yes. Right, so with an array of different colours, I'm going to carry on with this little sort of like cluster down there. And, oh, I shouldn't put the ink on me because it won't come off. I'm going to put a little bit of greeny. And then one more, just like a little cluster. I'm going to put that one coming out there with a second gen. I like that. Then we just need a little animal. Don't know which one I'm going to do yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick my square in place. Make sure that I'm actually in. I pop my square on and then I'll decide. Because it's on the wonk, it might fry my brain a little bit, but I'm sure of you are. So stick that in. If you do like, oh, I've got a bit of ink out there, craft fairs and things like that, and you want to make like little sets of cards, I think these dies would be perfect because they're just so different. And I'm going to make my little cluster of things down here, I think. And then, where's my animals? I feel like a chicken tonight. I'm going to put a hedgehog on there. Something just told me, do the hedgehog, Hazel, because it don't matter if the hedgehog's going up the hill. The hedgehog's going up the hill. Oh, now, do I want him black? I don't know. Do you know what I'm going to do? Okay, I've inked him up with brown, but then I'm just tapping a little bit of black at the bottom, and then I'm going to use my brush just to stipple that in. I ain't got a clue what it's going to look like, but I'm going to go with it. I'll probably regret now. Try it, Hazel. Oh, I'd have liked that. I'd have liked that, you know. Okay, that's a cool technique. So, inked it up in the brown. Bring the black around the bottom. And then soften it with a brush or a sponge. And then the hedgehog is running down to the leaves. I like him. Okay, now we can stick the bits on. Sorry for being a bit mad tonight. Okay. Is there any way that I'm going to find my foam? It's all packed. The trouble is, everything's packed in my boxes at the side of me, so I'm going to have to just go with what I've got to hand. I'm going to have this pumpkin there. Then I'm going to have this one. And then we've got the little one that I ripped the heart off. Pick it up. There, it's going on the outside. I would normally pop some foam behind these. Okay. Now in these little sets, I'm sure there's something. I mean, there's a little happy birthday stamp in there. I'm just going to pop that on. Obviously, this is going to... If I didn't want to, and it's only me being me, if I put that on there, it would be fine. But what I feel like I want to do is just stamp it there. And there's a reasoning behind it. Because it would be wonky up there. There's my clean and simple card. I just think it's cool. The hedgehog is so cute, isn't he? He's adorable. Thank you so much. Have you bought the punk? Yeah, love the wee hedgehog. You see, on that set, you get quite a few different animals. You've got squirrels and foxes and bunny rabbits. It's a lovely set, and for $4.99, you can't go wrong. So, Hope you have enjoyed it. I have. I've now got the just gone on the website and purchased. Thank you. Perfect. I'm going to pick a winner. Anybody that's commented throughout the live. So if you haven't commented yet and you've just been watching and you want to be in the chance of winning a die worth £20, pop a comment on and you could win. So, oops, let's get you back round. Once I'm done, I've got to tidy up, pack my bags. I'll get downstairs. This is on the wonk now, look. I'll get down there. That's it. That's perfect. Yeah, so I've just got to tidy up. I'll pick a winner and once I've packed my bags, I'll pick a winner and I'll pop on there who's won. And if I don't know your address, I'll message you for it, because obviously a lot of you are customers and we know your addresses anyway. Paul knows them off by heart. He recites them in his sleep. I will catch you all again. Now, I do try. I don't promise that I'm going to come on every week, but when I can, I'll come on and do a live on a Wednesday night. Whether it's on this page or Dragon's Papercraft, I'll always post to tell you which page it's going to be on. So thanks for joining me, and I will see you all soon. And look out. Thank you, Ian. Look out for the Christmas ones, the Christmas dies. They'll be here soon. Okay, take care. Bye bye.